All right. So, first of all, everybody who left comments on the last video, wow, that was crazy. Thanks a lot. That was really cool. I figured like 5 or 6 people would see it. All right. So, really quick, if you're just seeing this for the first time, watch out the other video. But the whole issue is this hood that comes on the Q43. See how thin it is? And I'm going to still stand by my statement. This is a fail because what Leica did is they made this hood thin so the lens on the Q43, when the hood is on, is the same dimensions, is the same length, dimensions of the regular Q3, the 28. But instead of making this a little bit deeper so it's functional with the you can put filters on it, I think they took the course of we need to make them the same size so we can tell people it's just as compact as the other one. So then you lost function, the functionality of this where you can't put a standard filter on here and this lens hood because it won't fit. You can use an ultra slim filter and this lens hood will work, but then you lose macro mode because the lens, stops on here. And then I guess their suggestion, which somebody said is in the manuals, oh, well, just use a Leica round hood. Great. I just spent over, with tax, it was $7,600 for this camera. And now to use a filter, which is a basic thing with lenses, now I got to spend another $230 so I can just do that. That is oh, and also the Q43, it doesn't come with a battery charger. That's gone too. That's a whole nother issue. So anyways, so what I did was I found a Chinese knockoff of the Leica version. So I got was it Hoya or whatever? I don't know what they call it. Anyways, I got this on Amazon, 35 bucks. All right. So I don't have the Leica hood. So if anyone out there actually has a real Leica hood and they have one of these, or this is probably like the JJC hood, is the Leica metal thicker? Is it way better quality than this? I may go to like Sammy's Camera and if they have one and check out the real one in person, but at least I got something that'll work. Now, am I happy? I'm just happy I found something that works. The other lens hood, I really want to use this one because this gives you a lot more protection and you'll see. I'm actually going to try and do an edit in iMovie. I hate videos, man. I hate doing videos. I work in the music industry and I work on a bunch of music stuff, so I can't stand video. I don't even want to deal with videos on my time off. Hey, so this is the hood. It was 35 bucks. It's metal. It's a little thin, okay? And then it also came for $35. Came with this little lens cap. So what I'm going to do now is I'll stop this, I'll slap it on the camera and start recording from there. And like magic, I'll do an edit. All right. Hey, all right, we're back. So here is the lens hood attached. Let me see how I can focus on here. There you go. Oh, brighten it up. All right. Let me too much. It is what it is. All right. Don't laugh at my studio. I'm not Gerald Undone. All right. I don't do this for a living. Okay. So hood's on. Yeah. I mean, I got a little bit of protection. Look, at least I got a little bit of a hood to help with the sun. I just a tiny bit, but not like, I mean, look at that. That's a lot. I didn't want to get into it, but at least I got something. All right. And the filter's on. And I got a little bit of protection in the front. I got a little bit of a hood to block the sunlight on the sides. The front's wide open. I could even live with, I really wish this fit on here. That'd be great. But, the one thing is, though, protection-wise at the front element of the glass, look how open it is. This is why I really wanted to use this one. See how closed, see how this one, you just have more protection around the glass? And once again, for what some of you do, it may not be no big deal. For me, I'm in events. I'm in bars and nightclubs and crowded things. People bang stuff around. So having as much protection on this glass is a big deal for me. Like I'm saying, this weekend, I'm going to be in Vegas shooting a bunch of car stuff. I'm going to be on the street shooting. A bunch of cars going to be out on the streets this whole weekend. If you can get to Vegas this weekend, there's going to be a lot of cool shots out in the street. So I might be, around a bunch of drunk people and stuff, walking around banging stuff or whatever, or touching stuff. That's why I like as much protection as possible on these things. Anyways, so here's the lens hood. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I know some people may like this retro look of these hoods, these round ones. I've had Fuji S100 or 100s, but since the S, the second one, I've always hated these hoods. I've always went for either a completely round dome hood or maybe a little bit of a square hood just for the protection and the way it looked. And also with the Fuji, there's a built-in flash, so this help, you know, this would get in the way when these on the Fujis, where this doesn't, the round ones. Anyways, so there you go. Let me show you macro mode. So it's standard. Am I in macro? Oh, I think I'm in macro mode. So let me move it. Okay, so that's macro mode. See how it goes in, goes out, no problem, because you know, there's plenty of room right there. Like this one, there's plenty of room. Plenty of room. So you have to go to something like this. But at least I can use my filter. And like I say, I use a breakthrough photography filters, the X4, which I think are really, really good. You can't, when this filter's on this camera, like on the other Q on this one, you can't tell you're shooting through it. Trust me. And trust me, you can't. And it cleans very easily. I've tried a bunch of filters, and this cleans the best out of all the ones I've tried. And not the cheap ones. I'll spend the money on good high-end filters because I'm putting it on an expensive piece of glass. So, am I happy? I'm happy I got something that'll work. I mean, I fly out Thursday, so I don't have to worry about being stressed out. Like, what do I do? And I don't have to worry about switching stuff all the time. I don't like to be switching stuff on my cameras constantly. I just want my camera set up, ready to go for no matter what I do. And this is, oh, and just so you know, this right here is from my Q2 monochrome. So the black's a little bit, it doesn't look too bad, huh? Yeah, it works. But I like my camera set up and I grab it. Done. Everything's ready to go. It's ready to go no matter where I go. And I was originally going to take this to Vegas. Then this came out. I was going to take both of them, but now I'm just going to take this and just shoot with it and see how it goes. You know, just deal with it. Just one camera, one lens. That's it. What works, works. What doesn't, doesn't. But yeah, so there you go. If you want to put a UV or a filter on a Q43, you got to go to one of these round hoods. You can buy the Leica one for $230 in the US, or you can get like a Chinese knockoff. Here's this one from Amazon, 35 bucks with the little cap. JJC makes one, which is they probably make them from the same factory. But yeah, there you go. Oh, really? The person who made the comment on my last video about how Leica's gonna probably remake this hood and a little bit deeper and charge $500. Yeah, you're probably right. You know, that made me laugh, but that's true. Probably not 500, but 250 probably. And then someone else made a really great comment about this camera is actually designed, the look of it, for this lens. I mean, this lens hood. And it kind of, for me, honestly, yeah, I agree. And when you take it off, it kills the vibe. Kind of kills the vibe a little bit. I get if you like these and you want to switch yourself, but I didn't want to switch. I wanted to use, what was there when it came out, when I saw the photos of it. So whatever, is what it is. At least I got something that works. Yeah, I mean, it's not offering a lot of hood for shade, but at least there's a tiny bit. And at least you can't just automatically bump the front of the filter, so it'll stay a little bit cleaner and the sides are a little bit more protected. And if I do fall or something, at least I got a little bit so it's not hitting the front. So, oh yeah, really quick, see this? Hang on, I want it. This I bought for this filter as the cap. This is the thumbs up. This thing is cool. I'll do a little review on it, but I'm gonna keep this and just use it on this guy for now. But this rubber cap is actually really cool. I'm surprised. I was gonna return it because I'm not gonna use this anymore, but might as well just keep it. This thing's actually really cool. Yeah, so there you go. And I'm still gonna be on the search if I can find anything else other than this. Yeah, sorry, I'm just holding the iPhone. If I can find anything else other than this lens hood that would work, yeah, we'll see. But this is about it. So I think you want to use a filter on one of these Q43s, you either got to go for the Leica round or something like this from Amazon, 35 bucks, or I think the JJC one is 35 bucks. So that's it. All right. And once again, thank you to everybody who watched my first video and left all the comments and everything. I thought like 10 people would watch it as opposed to everybody and get a couple of comments, but that was really cool. Now, since I have both of these, if anyone has any questions, I don't shoot any video. Don't ever ask me about video. They actually should take video off of these cameras. No one uses these for video. Really? I mean, like real video. If you have any questions about this, since at least for now I have both of these, feel free. If you're thinking about buying either one of them, or maybe if you have a 3 and you're thinking about a 28 and want to buy the 43, leave me a comment and I'll try and ask you as much as I can. You know, I'm not, oh, what I think is funny, on the first day when this camera came out, I watched pretty much all the videos. Did anyone in those videos, the so-called camera influencers or camera people or whatever, did anyone mention about this not working with the filter? You know, oh, I had the camera for 2 weeks. I've had the camera for a month. Didn't you even try that? That's why a lot of those people are a joke. They seriously are. So, you know, I'm just a regular person who's fortunate to have a little bit of extra cash so I could buy these cameras. I don't shoot professionally because I keep my photography as a hobby since I do a lot of stuff in the music industry and that stresses me out enough. I just want my photography to be a hobby. So I just go shoot what I want, when I want, forever, who I want. And it's kind of like, you know, it keeps it fun for me. I don't want to turn into where I have clients in photography, man. Because when you don't have clients, you can do whatever you want. You can shoot, show up, leave, do whatever you want. Once you get clients and they start paying you, you know, you got to deal with the clients. All right. And once again, thank you everybody for watching the last video. And a couple of people subscribed to me, which I thought was funny, but cool. All right. See you again. And so there you go. A little bit of a workaround for now till they make the $500 version of this. Later.